The boys in this video are actually basically shit men. A couple months after this was filmed, or sometime after this was filmed, basically they were all hostages. They blew through $30 million. Or more. The song didn't really make any money. Taking that risk. They paid for lots of sex even though they were supposed to be with her. That car right there is my car. Or my kind of car, basically. Designed by Lotus. This car. Hit $1 million, yeah. Anyway, there's possibly they raped her or they got involved with her somehow, and basically she was hogtied with like 4 or 5 other girls, or 3 other girls or whatever. Anyway, her parents actually did something or Chinese basically, and they contacted the government or something, or contacted somebody. They went through 3 or 4 different channels, but anyway, poor little girl. They were in some other country and they basically got captured. Anyway, she's a cute girl, but anyway, they were giving her a good time, basically. Her parents were basically had a lot of money, so they were blowing through her money like crazy. And her parents' money, basically, making them go broke. They invested a lot of money, basically. Those 2 guys basically spent it all, every penny. Mostly on sex and stuff, hiring other girls, pretty much. And they were going to build a car, basically. But they didn't have a factory. 5 years in, they had nothing, and 7 years in, they still had nothing, and were $30 million in the hole, and no factory, no nothing, and basically she was going to die, pretty much. Somehow they had gotten involved with the wrong kind of people, pretty much, and basically she was hogtied. They were all hogtied, and basically somebody wanted their money. Basically. So her parents called somebody, and they called somebody else, and they called somebody else, and they called somebody else, and then finally, on like the 8th try, they got through to me, pretty much. LS. And so basically, the money was transferred. They got the money, and basically, pretty much, she better be alive. And certain people were told that basically I was involved, and a lot of other people were involved, and that there would be a car, and the car was guaranteed, and they were getting their money, basically. And basically they got their money, and then there was a factory that was planned and actually built, as well as I also offered up 150 cars, and I got involved with the design process. Like I say, Lotus actually designed it, and basically, it's basically my car. I was thinking Corvette. I was like, I'm thinking Corvette, but I was thinking front wheel drive, and and they wanted something with a little more power or whatever. It's my fault really, because like I said, I got a little carried away with it. And besides, like I say, I make Lamborghinis, and basically it's a Lamborghini. So basically, I think I decided, or I wanted it to be rear engine. And because it worked better or something like that. I forget if it's a 4-wheel drive or not. They might have gone. I think it was 4-wheel drive was optional. I built some 4-wheel drives or something like that. Anyway, it's basically a Lamborghini frame, all fiberglass frame. I mean, standard issue. What we do. I mean, we can make a Lamborghini look like anything, or car look like anything. We've been building cars for a long time, like DeLorean. To name a few, the piece of shit Cadillac. I don't know. Well, that wasn't really me though. That was kind of, but not really. That was some other people really. But But I mean, all those cars we built a lot of cars, you know, and basically the people in Lotus in Europe actually designed the car, and because they needed it rushed because they had like 6 months to basically get it in production pretty much, or people were going to be pissed or something like that. So I was like, all right, but girl goes free. She never goes back. Anyway, they were in Malaysia or some city like that, and they were captured hostage or something like that. They had been looking at a site or something. I don't really know. Anyway, I got involved with it basically, and pretty much. Anyway, so we built a car, and I put my name on it and gave them 150 free cars or something like that. So it was me, and you know, it was like my Corvette Lamborghini. You know, I mean, like I said, not a big deal. I mean, I've done other front wheel drive. You know, it's just like whatever. You know, so they did some stuff. I think they were supposed to. They were going to be working with them, and they did kind of a little bit, or they had some stuff, but anyway they didn't want to give them up or something, and we got some of the pictures of stuff, and then my design team just basically. My Lotus team. By the way, like I say, if you want a car done, you go to Lotus. It's my team. That's the LS team right there. We can build anything. Anyway, everyone knew that. So, and they called me and they wanted a car, needed a car. Car had to be built. So I was like, yeah, well, sure. No problem. Lucifer. Actually, what I said was, oh man, I thought you said there was going to be a plague or outbreak or something like that. I was expecting something real. You mean it's just a girl and she needs some cars or she's going to die? Okay. Oh, no problem. Anyway, yeah, so we built the cars for them. And also built a factory. It is a real factory, like I said. There's a lot of people saying, oh, it's not a real factory. It's like, yes, it's a real factory. It's just that we built the cars there and then we stopped because it's like, yeah, well, I mean, it was basically just a hostage situation and whatever. It's like, fuck you, black people, whatever, you know. So basically she should be alive. She better be alive because they had her hogtied in a hotel room and possible rape and all that other stuff. And she was crying and her parents were very worried about her, like I said. And when her parents got worried, I got worried. So basically, yeah, and I'm pretty sure I might have sent a SWAT team to get them or something like that. You know, I pulled out, you know, I was worried about her. So anyway, her two boyfriends are shit and have always been shit and always will be shit. And basically got her involved in this whole thing. And basically they had to contact me to get her out, which means she was in pretty deep. I don't know how she got in so deep, but anyway, I got involved. So, like I say, I can lose money all day. I build cities. It's not that big of a deal. So I was like, it's not a big deal. I mean, yeah, no problem. I got money for days. Like, we make our own food and everything. Sure. Whatever. So that's how that car actually came about. Anyway. And basically, yeah. So if you want to know about that car, you know, and how it became what it is, well, I got involved in it. I got involved in some other cars. I mean, we build cars all the time. So, I mean, I was already planning on building cars and had cars already in the works, and it just became one of my cars, you know, kind of. So it did end up being kind of epic and whatever. But like I say, her friends are shit, or her boyfriend is shit, and was using her parents' money to to get escort services and all kinds of stuff and drugs, and also basically blowing her money and blowing her family's money. And both those guys are shit, and I hate them, and I should have put a price on their head and killed them and had them killed. Actually, I think I might have said I don't give a fuck about the guys, but I want the girls. So the girls got released anyway, and basically I don't know. I think they said now we call your parents. Anyway, I think her parents might have worked out the deal where some of the guys go free, but because I was like, well, my deal ends at the girls. I care about the girls, and I'm gonna put up the money, so they're gonna go free first, and then the guys who got them into this can basically fuck off or do something about that, you know. So that's how it went down, and pretty much I was involved. So, which meant I was like, do we need to send a battleship? So anyway, yeah, it was a serious situation, like I say, and basically she was going to die if something or other. So anyway, so no problem. I mean, yeah, Europe took care of it. My European team basically said, okay,